Have you gone to a workshop, attended a training session and realised that just after you finished it, you walked out the doors, you literally hardly retained any of what you've just learnt? Or you've read a page out of your favourite book, you've turned it and realised you don't even remember what you literally just read. Why? In today's video, we're going to really discuss and delve deep about why you're not retaining those certain things and how your thoughts are extremely relevant to retention. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. It's wonderful to have you here today. I want to really just share with you all of my videos are about perspective. I'm purely offering a different perspective, a way that you may not have looked at something in your life. If you get value from this video, I'd be so grateful if you would like the video, subscribe to my channel, also click on the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload tomorrow's video. So why is it that we attend different things, we learn, we read a book, and we don't seem to retain what we've literally just heard? The biggest thing that I found throughout the years, because reading was where I learnt what was going on and why my retention is lacking, especially when it comes to reading a book. So this is relevant to so many different areas in your life, and I hope that you will, moving forward, be able to remember what you literally just read from the prior page. What I realized is when I started to get that mindset awareness and I went on this journey of mindset management and really wanting to attain the skills and be so consciously aware of everything that was going on in here, it's when I discovered that, oh my goodness, the reason why I am not retaining anything from the page that I just read was because my thoughts, while reading the page, I'm sitting there reading the page, my thoughts were going, oh, I've got to do the dishes, I've got to call that client, oh, we're going out for dinner tomorrow. My thoughts were going everywhere else but staying focused at the task at hand. Now, many of you may be going, no, that doesn't happen. What if I said to you, maybe you're just not consciously aware that that's what's happening? Thoughts are very tricky. They're going to do whatever it takes to take you out. So what I would love to encourage you to do is the next time you go to read a book, maybe just take note of where your thoughts are going while reading what's on the page. Yeah? So that's one. That's the biggest one that I found, especially with retention of reading. Now with courses, if you've attended a course, a workshop, the easiest and the most, it's the easiest way, I'm going to just use that word. The easiest way to retain things from a course is to take notes. However, you may be like I was, and I would take notes, and my head would be down. So I really was not focused on the information coming through. When I finished what I'd just written, I'd missed half of it. So it's like I'm skipping. It's like when you're on that phone call and they've lost reception and you get half the sentence and you're like, what did they say? That's no difference to learning and taking notes when you're in a workshop. And absolutely, I really encourage you to keep taking notes. However, the biggest thing I learned, and this may assist you, is to take bullet points. Just 1-2 words. If you don't get something, don't focus. Take your direction back to the speaker so you can really absorb that information. Yeah? It is so important to get things ingrained and to retain is to physically write. A lot of people use a computer and they use iPad. From what we've all learned is the brain doesn't actually connect to that. It's when you're physically doing, you retain far greater. So for some of you, if you are taking notes on your laptop and taking notes on your iPad and you're still finding that you're struggling to retain as well as you would like to, give the old-fashioned notepad and pen a go and see if that assists you. And also, like with the reading, when you're in a workshop or you're learning and you're in a course, right? Where are your thoughts? Are you 100% present? Yeah? Did you eat breakfast? Are you hungry? Is your tummy rumbling and you're thinking about food? Yeah? Or is it, I didn't have that morning coffee. Oh my gosh, I need a coffee. I need a coffee. Is that what's consuming? So you're not hearing this? Oh my gosh, I should really be at work. Oh, I've got to pick up the kids. I don't know if I can make it because this course goes to here. What are all the little thoughts that are going through here? Because what they're doing is almost blocking the information that you've currently been given. So you're not hearing. It's like you're on a phone call once again, that shitty reception, and you're getting half and bits. And how long a period have you lost reception because your thoughts are off somewhere else? This takes mindset management, thought management. It's a brilliant skill. The more aware you are of what this is telling you and how it's distracting you, the more you can focus on really gaining the skill of retention. Really, my perspective is the biggest holding back from retention is not being aware of where our thoughts are focusing. Are you 100% focused in that room? Are you 100% tuned in to the speaker? It's like nothing else exists around you, and all you can do is hear the speaker. You're hearing and feeling their every word. This is not an easy skill, by the way, and it's a skill that I'm still retaining to hone in and shut out all what's going on in my external world. I might hear someone cough over there. I might hear someone having a conversation over there. So guess what? Just even that, I've lost focus on the speaker. My thoughts are now hearing whatever that discussion is. So I'm not hearing what they're sharing, and I'm definitely not going to retain it. So with all this being said, let me ask you this. Is it that you don't have retention, or is it that you didn't absorb the information in the first place to retain? So often people ask me for skills. Oh, I just want to learn how to do this. For those of you who have watched a few of my videos, I do hope by now the one biggest message that you got is all I am about identifying the why, but the truth of the why. I can give you a skill of how to retain, right? Like take bullet point notes, do this, do that. All the analytical tools, the tangible tools. In essence, if part of your reason why you're struggling to retain is the deeper why is because you're distracted, your thoughts are wandering, and you're not 100% focused for this to retain that information, then the tools are useless, are they not? Yeah? And so I hope that moving forward, don't just look for tools, because in essence it's a band-aid. Find the deeper why, because now I hope that you'll walk away and you'll go, okay, so I am going to be more aware of where my thoughts are when I'm learning in a phone call, wherever it is. Where are your thoughts directed? Where is your attention directed? Is your attention and you're 100% focused on what you're learning? Or is your attention and focus on what you got to do, the coffee that you want, you're hungry, the food that you want? Oh my gosh, there's so much work at work I've got to go back to. Where are your thoughts? And believe me, it sounds very simple. It's not simple. It takes practice to really be aware and hear your thoughts and catch them out. Yeah? I absolutely know when I'm reading this book, I already can go, I just didn't remember that whole line of what I read. Oh my gosh. And then the awareness is, oh, you were thinking about you're going to make a coffee or you're going to bring that client. So it's a sentence in and I'm already aware. And this is a practice that you can have. I started, it took me 3 pages and it was like, What did I just read? Now I can give you a shortcut. If you read half a paragraph and you cannot remember what you just read, go back and read it again. That is an indication that your thoughts have wandered. Yeah? And that's just with this. Take note, if you're in a seminar, a workshop, wherever it is, and you're writing sentences, stop yourself and go, oh my gosh, by me writing sentences, I am missing so much other information. Yeah? Hopefully, if you go to a workshop, there may be an opportunity to buy the recording. Let's hope that they do that. I feel that that's what most workshops should really bring in, because then you can re-watch it and absorb that information. Going to a one-day workshop, there's no way we're going to retain the whole workshop. It's too much information for the brain to process in one day. If you've got 8 hours at a workshop, how the hell can you physically retain 8 hours? So another thing is, don't put so much pressure on self to retain it. Really make the conscious decision. Now, what I do is, if I'm going to a workshop, I actually go, what do I absolutely want to get from this workshop? What am I going to this workshop for? What am I wanting to learn? And then I focus on those key points. Because a lot of workshops have got fillers, yeah? And that's okay. It's relevant information for other people. For everybody gets something. But prepare yourself. If you're going into a workshop or you're going into a training session, write the key points of the things you really need to know and you want to learn from that. Then you go in prepared and you're going, oh yeah, that's where I've really got to have 100% focus and I've got to take the most amount of notes. Bullet point. So it's not feeling like you're continuously writing, otherwise it's exhausting. Yeah? So let's recap what I've just gone through. In order, if you're struggling to retain, it could be the fact that your thoughts are elsewhere. That's number one. Maybe the way that you're writing down things and recording things is not really applicable for you. It's not the way for you. It could be that you're doing it on computers. So shift it. Try pen and paper. Maybe your notes are too long. Try bullet points. Yeah? Now, also the third, it could be that you're putting too high an expectation on yourself and you're believing that when you walk out of an 8-hour, a 10-hour, 5-hour session, that you're going to retain everything. So preparation is key. If you're going to a workshop, you're going to a training session, write down the things you really want to learn and grasp out of that. And then go in prepared. Wait till what it is inside. That's what I want to know. And then you can really block that period of 100% focus. Does that make sense? 4, prepare yourself. Make sure you've had your coffee or take your coffee. Make sure you always have water. I even suggest taking in, and lollies and sugar isn't good. I absolutely respect that. However, sometimes we need to get our sugar intake up in order to, sometimes just having a muesli bar, a piece of fruit, right? And sometimes a mint lolly, purely because of the chewing can keep you awake and active. It's up to you. I don't promote sugar, okay? So go in there and make sure that you're prepared. You're wearing comfortable clothes, you're wearing comfortable shoes, that you're warm enough. Make sure that you go in there ultra prepared. So there's no excuses for this to take you out. So I hope that you've gained something little from today's video about retention. If you got value out of today's video, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and also click on the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload tomorrow's video. I hope, that you really do see the value and that maybe you implement some of what we've discussed. I gave you the 4 steps and I did an overview. So remember, you matter. You are your most valuable asset, so invest in you. I want to thank you for spending your time with me, as I absolutely respect your time is valuable. So thank you. And for today, take care.